How's it going, Raider Nation? Fresh off big loss today. This one hurt, um, but you can't let these guys catch. When you know they're going to throw the ball, you can't let these guys get open. You can't fail to put pressure on the quarterback in critical situations. Now, for those who watched my last posting, um, I called our nose tackle. I saw the tackle coming in. I knew we were going to make that Hankins change. We had to, and sure enough, we did. Um, don't know what. I guess I would have to look at the video to see what happened. This one hurt a lot. I think, you know, Derek Carr had a great game in terms of efficiency in passing. I think he only missed 3 the whole day. One of them was the outlet pass to our fullback that he should have caught. I mean, he just plain dropped it. I didn't see Carr make a whole lot of bad decisions, but he made one early on that almost cost us with the Von Miller sack. He just held the ball too long. And, you know, when you're playing Denver, you have to know you can't stay in that pocket that long. But when we had to step up and hold their receivers from catching anything, you know, we folded. I don't know if we were gassed up there in Mile High. I mean, it was in the 90s. It was one of the hottest days ever. But, you know, this hurt. This one hurt. I think our secondary is still a little suspect. And I'm not sure who to pin this on. I think we just have to look at either the scheme that was called. Did he call man-to-man and stay man-to-man? Did he play man and part zone? I'm not sure what. But we can't put this one on Derek Carr. I mean, you know, sure, we didn't make the end zone with some catches, but, you know, he was efficient. You know, he kept the ball going. But we have to get more conversions in the red zone. We ended up taking 2 field goals. You can't do that against Denver. I mean, granted, we walked away with some points, but you can't go out there in Mile High and be Derek Carr and have the guys that we have and take field goals, 2 field goals. I mean, we almost pulled that off, and I would still be saying the same thing. Where was Jordy Nelson? You know, I only saw him in the beginning of the game. He had some really good, you know, presence at the beginning. He vanished on us, you know, and this guy, I mean, he should be our Amendola, you know. He should be our guy on the slant. Now, you know, talking about skinny post up the middle, man, Seth Roberts, great play today. Hadn't seen anything like that from him since way back in, you know, when he won that one at Tampa Bay. I mean, he used to do that a lot for us and get some clutch catches. But man, today this one hurt. This one hurt. I hope PJ Hall comes back soon. I think. Let me ask you something. I think we have to look at what in the heck happened on that blocked field goal, or extra point, I should say. Take a look. I didn't see who else, but I saw Donald Penn literally just go on all fours like he was just going, I don't know, like he was bottoming. I just don't know what the heck happened there. I don't know if he tried to cut block. I don't know what happened, but you can watch the whole right side of that line. The two guys there, they just both went to a knee. And that's where that guy came right in, got pressure, and blocked our kick. Now, we could have been in a, you know, in an overtime situation if not for that. So I'm not sure what happened there today. I have some questions about Doug Martin, and his effectiveness out there. Um, I I just think he's a throwaway back at this point. I don't see what he's really bringing to the mix that Jalen Richard doesn't have. I haven't really seen him bust open anything, so I'm not sure what to think about Doug Martin. Um, but you guys let me know what you guys thought of this game, because this one was hard. And when you are trying to win a game and hold a lead, and you know these guys, only thing they're going to do is be throwing that ball and trying to get to the sideline. How when we just played the Rams and they did a whole box zone on us and took our receivers out of the game, how do you go about doing what we did? Now, I'm very confident in our man abilities, but I just cannot figure out how in the world they got that many yards with that little time left and were able to get free on the sideline. Man, that last play, all you can do is shake your head on that. Now, will the Raiders bounce back? I absolutely believe they will. I think they should have had this one. I think if we represent this well in the Mile High on the hottest day, when they come back to our place, I think we should be doing fine. But we have got to address letting the big play happen in crunch time. We've got to put our foot on their neck and keep it there the entire game. You can't let them crawl back in the game. You know, I like Gruden's game plan. I think his game plan was solid. I think he took everything that they gave him, and I think Carr executed on it. He wasn't a gunslinger today, except for that one to Seth Roberts. I mean, man, I would love to have one of those speed guns on the speed of that ball that went to Seth Roberts. Because he just, man, that safety got frozen just for a split second, and that ball just, I've watched him do that one for years, but it never ceases to amaze me as how much velocity that boy can put on a ball. And hey, let's give love to Amari Cooper, man, because the guy caught everything today. He caught everything with his hands. And I hope that is the shape of things to come. I still think we need to game plan Martavius in more. I don't know, what happened to him. I mean, he ran that little stick route in the fourth quarter as we were trying to, make that first down. I wonder if we're going to the well too many times with Lynch, running the ball and then getting backed up. If he doesn't get us a head of steam and he starts making those jump cuts on those counters and such, he better have a wide open hole, because if there's anything beginning to close it, it closes tight around him. I thought we did really well on penalties today compared to last week, so I saw some improvement there. But I think we're slowly putting the pieces together. I'm not at all sounding the alarm. To go into Mile High, historically, ever, has always been a challenge. Plus, you have the altitude. Plus, you had one of the hottest days. I'm not making excuses, but these are just facts of where we played today. But at the end of the day, we have to look at two things that I think really broke down today. One, on that extra point block, somebody tell me, please, somebody that knows what they're talking about, what was Donald Penn, number 72 on the right side, and I didn't make out who the person to the left of him was, but he was just inside. What are they doing going to all fours like dogs? What was that? That didn't look like a cut block to me. It just, I can't figure it out. So if you guys know, post up, because I don't know. I mean, it just looked like he fell down from exhaustion or something. It didn't look like any part of any cognizant field goal scheme that I could put together. So anyway, I'm really disappointed in our defense in closing out this game. We really needed it. I think we bent, but we broke at the wrong time. I think we had a lot of good plays today. Where's Derek Johnson on this? I haven't seen much of him either today. So there's a lot of questions on our defense right now. Gunther, I think for the most part you play solid, but man, when it's time to win these games, you've got to figure it out. You've got to figure it out. You got to put these guys in position. I have to know who it was that got burnt on those last drives that got those guys open, because he had too much time to throw. We didn't have the pressure that we needed. Arden Key he kind of reminds me of Khalil Mack in year one. He keeps getting close. He's barely missing it. He's out of position a lot. He's getting cut inside some, but keep an eye on him, because at least he had that one pressure sack, even though it didn't really count for it. We saw him hit him from behind, strip the ball. So he's getting close. So we got to obviously keep an eye on that, what's going on with him. Didn't see much of Hurst. Didn't see much of pressure. And the thing is they don't have the great back like Gurley was. So, and I think their receivers are marginal. I don't think they're great, and I think we should have been able to shut them down. It wasn't like they were, trying to cover Antonio Brown out there, or Julio Jones, or Megatron, even though he's no longer around. Point is, these guys aren't upper tier receivers. Emmanuel Sanders is probably their best, and he hurt us today. Demaryius Thomas, I mean, he's maybe a year left in this league. The guy's going to retire soon. He's definitely on the downturn of his career. So, no reason that we let him free like we did today. So, anyway, those are my thoughts today. It's a tough loss. I'm going to go check out the post-game interview. This is going to be a hard week to chew on this one. This was a division, and everybody in our division but us did well. That's not cool. So, all right, man. One love, Raider Nation. Raider for life. Y'all take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.